Everyone, welcome to the first episode of the 10th Room with me, Daniel Atchell, and I'm with the man they call Abner G. Alright, Abner G?
Abner G. It's H.
Because it's a G!
That is poor. You've started on a bad note. I have a good mind to walk out right now and never talk of this again.
This is the first and only episode of the 10th Room, ladies and gentlemen. Because he's leaving. Blame it on him, blame it on him.
We made the name using a randomised generator of show names about 2 minutes before going live. I mean, the planning is beyond belief. Well done, man.
This is just some random stuff we're just coming up with, but I like it. Round of applause for Abner coming up with the random name.
From that random.
From the random generator thing. So anyway,
it wasn't. Go on. Let's kick off. Let's kick off.
We've got a couple of things to talk about. We've only actually planned 2 things, but oh well.
But we're planning. He says we're planning to go on for 45 minutes. So this is going to be really.
I'm sure there'll be more stuff we want to talk about as we go on.
It'll expand into a universe of crap.
Well, I eventually want to get these episodes to about an hour each, but
Jesus.
We'll try. Also, I think these will be on any day whenever we're both free, so we've not got a set date each week to do this. That's how.
Do another one.
We should have changed the name to something about unorganised, because we're not organised at all.
Well, we must be like 2 minutes in now and not actually said anything, apart from hello and this is the 10th room. And me threatening to quit.
They love it. They love it. I think we only got 1 viewer, and I'm not sure whether that's me or not.
He's watching himself.
No, because I went on it, and then it went up to 1, and now it's just saying 1 again. I don't know whether that person I invited is actually in it. Oh no, back to 0 viewers. Yes!
So right, I'll kick off with my story that I promised you. I've just been on a mega bike ride, and well, there's a little park over where I live, and nice little bike ride, and there's like a pond, right? There's a little stream, and there's like a marshy bit on it. And instead of going over the stream, which I probably should have done, don't get bored. This is getting somewhere. Don't. What I did, this is probably funnier, actually being there. So.
Continue.
My mate goes over the other side. Says, "I'm going to watch you on the other side, right?" He said it could be a Bond moment. It could also be a a kind of some mothers do have them moment. So I go down this little hill into the marsh. I hit the marsh, and at that moment I realised how deep the marsh is, and it yeah, muddy foot. That's the end of my story. Well done. Thanks for listening.
Well, that was the most interesting thing I've heard all day. I like it.
Yeah. So I can just read them off one by one.
I just picked up a random piece of paper and pretend that I planned what we're going to say.
Anticlimactic ending for everyone listening.
Just don't listen to him ever again. Right. So, I got my pretend piece of paper with my pretend subjects on it. So, right, the first subject we're going to talk about is Godzilla versus Walter White. Who do we believe will win that fight?
Okay, right. So, it's a subject that I'm not very strong on because I'm not actually that. I'm relatively hyped.
Hmm. Did you see the second trailer?
I've seen the second trailer and I've seen the first trailer, and all I can remember thinking was I want Walter White to say "Stay out of my territory" to Godzilla, and then it'd just be the end.
The end of the film. That's all it is.
Yeah.
No build up. No build up. Just that little 2-second scene.
I mean, I didn't like the was it 1999? Was it 2000?
Oh, what the?
I'm guessing 98.
98, I think it was.
I'm taking guesses here. 90. Wait, see, no planning gone into this. 1998 could be 2000. Could be 2001. We don't know.
No research on this program.
Nothing's been done. Nothing. No effort has gone into this.
This is literally just us two sitting here just
I've
blabbing on.
literally just got back from having a massive bike ride. I'm exhausted, and then this is sprung on me.
Then you know who called him up and went, "Oi, we're doing it now." So.
And I was about to settle down some nice Battlefield 4, and this is what happened.
What's more important, Battlefield 4 or the 10th room?
What? Yeah. Do you want an answer, or do you...
Right, let's get back to our pretend subject on this paper.
Godzilla, go on.
Right. So what? You didn't like the 1998 version?
Did anyone?
I think there's a couple of people out there that like
a cult. A cult legion of dedicated followers.
Isn't it one of those cult films that?
I wouldn't give it that status. I'd give it a cult status of like being really crap, but
I ain't seen it since probably 1998 myself, to be honest. Yeah,
I think I saw it on VHS.
Years. I might have to rewatch it just to see.
Is it a sequel?
No, this one ain't a sequel. It's actually a reboot too. I think it's a reboot.
Not a reboot.
But is it actually a sequel? Because in the second trailer, as you could tell, they talked about the nuclear bomb that made him. But then they saying that now it missed him and he was like on a rampage back then or something. I'm not too sure whether that's meant to sort of change his origin.
I'm not sure if I'm not actually sure on the mythos of Godzilla. I know nothing about it. All I know is it's a massive dinosaur
lizard thing, yeah.
That tears down buildings. So my background knowledge on Godzilla is not strong.
We're not the biggest Godzilla fans here, but we are.
Yet we chose to talk about it.
But I am really hyped for this new one, so I'm looking forward to it. I loved the second trailer. I thought the second trailer, it basically sold the film to me. It was great.
What other trailers have been good? I try to think of another epic trailer that just was a... I'll tell you what was a good trailer. I, Frankenstein. That was a bloody good trailer.
Best film of the year. I'm not even seen
it. Featuring Aaron Eckhart.
Two-Face. That's all I'm known for.
It's the bit where he stands on top of the building at the end that gets me. And he just says,
anyway, I was going to talk about...
You're creative with Frankenstein. You're the monster. You're Frankenstein.
I was going to talk... I was going to talk about Godzilla a bit more, but now you're changing the subject. What's going on here? Right, back to Godzilla. Right, did you notice there were two monsters in the trailer?
No, I did not.
There's two. There's one, if you notice, one that falls down from the sky, which I can't remember what the name apparently of the creature is, but apparently Godzilla's going to fight other monsters in this film.
Is it a sequel to Cloverfield?
No, I wish.
Because I was getting that vibe.
I know.
And now you've mentioned something coming down from the sky. I'm just imagining
that
bit in Cloverfield where it comes down from the sky.
No, it's a wind thing. I don't know.
He used to fight things, didn't he? In the little plasticine ones. In the olden days.
Back in the day. I want to see them. I want to see the older ones, but there's just far too many of them. How many are there? Like 24, 26 or something.
And it will take a hell of a lot of time out of my day. Which I have the time.
I've heard that a lot of them are really cheesy and crap, but still, it's Godzilla.
One of the favourites. One of the fan favourites.
I think he's better than King Kong. I'm not a big fan of King Kong.
I like King Kong. I don't really like either of them, to be honest. I'm not crazy for either of them.
So what makes you excited about this film?
I never said I was really excited. I said I'd see it.
You're not excited about Walter White going up one-on-one with Godzilla?
He's not really going to... All he's going to do is run around shouting sciencey stuff. And everyone's going to go, oh god, yeah, you're right. Let's shoot it in the nose or something.
What did you...
He's not actually going to... If he was like going to do something like Power Ranger morph suit, and he was going to like become huge, huge Walter White, facing off hand to hand.
Like the Power Rangers.
Yeah. Yeah, and it cuts inside of his head, and it's a little Walter White inside.
By the way, we've got 2 viewers.
No, we haven't.
Hello, my 2 viewers.
Should we be announcing our viewers? Well, while
Well, this is the first episode, so we should be announcing.
is it unprofessional? I don't know if it's unprofessional or not.
Let's see if anyone. I think you can write down below or something,
Oh,
and we
God.
can see it. So if anyone's in here, please just type away and let us know. But anyway,
Yeah. But I'm not taking my top off. That's final. Yeah, go on.
that's at the end of the episode. What are you talking about?
That's the big finale. Da, da, da. Back to Godzilla. And
Anyway, yeah, back to Godzilla. But
go on,
So-
lead the way.
so yeah, I don't know. I was trying to think what else to talk about.
He's lost it. He's lost it already. God,
Because
this
you
is
keep
your
going off.
topic.
Because you keep
Godzilla
going
is
off
your
subject.
topic.
Because you keep going off subject. Right, let's talk
That was
about.
not subject. Walter White facing off with Godzilla in a morph suit. No, not a morph suit, like a Power Ranger morph suit. Is not off topic. That is on topic.
I think it's going to be an epic showdown. That's what I said. Right, what do you think? What do you think about the
Seriously.
actual look of Godzilla? From
You
what
only
we've
really
seen.
saw him once.
That's what I mean. From what we've seen.
Just yelling.
I love how tall and how big he seems to be.
Yeah, it just that's what reminded me of Cloverfield.
Did it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just the way you were looking up at him and he was just screaming down.
He's like, "Yo, mum."
Yeah, I think that's exactly what he was saying.
Yeah, he was wrecking the hammock. And he
Oi,
was like,
you
"Yo,
mug! I think he's voiced by Danny Dyer. I think
He's like,
Godzilla is voiced by Danny Dyer. That's what I've heard.
Voiced
I've heard
by
the
Danny
rumour that Danny Dyer is being cast to. If you look it up on IMDb, I'm pretty sure it's true.
He comes along and goes, "All right, Trinkle."
Smashing down a building. Alright, Trick. Oi, you mug.
I'm looking for a pint.
No, you mug. That's Bryan Cranston.
I couldn't picture him saying stuff like that, but oh well. All he is intelligent. He don't say stuff like that.
Who, Bryan Cranston or Godzilla?
Both.
The Godzilla just rides up with a lab coat on.
like the lizard from Spider-Man. That's Godzilla right there.
It's an extreme version. Shit, it really went wrong. At some point, it really went wrong.
Oh God.
Just like this podcast. Is it a podcast or is it? I don't know what it is.
This is a podcast /
A video cast. A vidcast.
a vidcast. We just made something up. Right, now next subject of our pretend.
Are we moving on?
Is there anything else you want to talk about Godzilla?
I don't think I've got anything else to say, but I was just enjoying thinking up scenarios of like Danny Dyer voicing it. Who else would be great to voice Godzilla? There's got to be other, kind of like a Bane voice from Batman. I haven't just said that because it's behind you.
Well, perhaps you're wondering why you would shoot a man.
Yeah, exactly. Just
I'm only here to get some carrots.
kind of the least frightening voice that Godzilla can have.
He's
Just-
going around. I need to get some carrots from the shop. Stop shooting at me.
Probably like Mackenzie Crook or something like that, voicing it. Who does a lot of voice work? What kind of celebrity does a lot of voice work for like films?
What about Robin Williams?
Robin. I thought you said Robbie Williams. That'd be a really weird one.
Robbie.
It's like just marketed towards the British market. Robbie Williams.
Oasis. They
That feature.
just sitting there singing. That's what Godzilla does. It's a musical.
Yeah, Robin Williams. That'd be a weird one. And he's doing like a genie-esque voice.
They forgot to say it's a musical. And it's Robbie Williams.
See, this is making me want to watch it more for this to happen.
There you go. The director and producer of the film. Come to us.
You got them on? Have you got their numbers? We can give them a ring because I think there might still be time to change their minds.
We'll leave
There might be time for a last-minute edit. We can get Dyer in.
get Diary to do the
We
voiceover.
can edit around. I'm sure Cranston will be up for it.
I'm sure he'll do some musical numbers.
We can write some stuff. It'd be great.
To be honest,
To be honest.
Godzilla
Be
the musical
serious.
is great.
Godzilla's great.
Godzilla the musical is great. I think that's what they need to go.
Does
ahead
it
with.
exist?
No, that's what I'm saying. This one should be Godzilla the musical.
Well, if this flops and it needs another reboot, I think they know who to call.
Come to us. Anyone wants to see it.
Yeah. So
So there you go,
Right.
ladies and gentlemen.
Move
That's
on.
our thoughts on Godzilla versus Walter White. That's what they need to name the film
really
as well.
boring.
What? Just Godzilla is boring.
yeah, yeah. I don't think Godzilla vs Walter White has a ring to it though. I think it should be called something like. If I'll put myself on the spot here now, trying to think of a name.
I've got one.
Go on.
The death of Godzilla from Walter White.
That sounds like a tragedy. Tragedy. It sounds like a Shakespearean tragedy.
It is.
I can't say that. Oh my god,
It is.
Have we got any viewers? Because I'm making a fool of myself. Tragedy.
Well, it says
There we go.
one now.
Tragedy. There we go. On it.
I'll have to see if it's my mate or if it's just some random person that came along. And if it is, please subscribe and see more episodes of this on any random day whenever we decide to do one.
Yeah.
Right, now let's get
It's a
on
big
to the
talk.
next subject. The next subject is Lego Batman rules all.
Or just Lego Movie. Or just Lego in general.
Or just Lego Batman. As you can tell, I'm a big fan of
Voiced
Batman.
by what's his name out of Job out of Arrested Development. I forgot his name's gone.
Will something. See, look
Will
how-
Arnett. Will
Look-
Arnett.
Oh, he knows. See, look how
See?
prepared we are
Honest.
right here.
I didn't even Google that. So
We are prepared. We are professionals right here
yeah,
doing this stuff.
yeah.
The 10th room is the
Professional.
best. The 10th room is the best entertainment talk show out there. So
Were we nominated? We're
we
we got a
get
BAFTA, an official BAFTA,
for a Razzie. And that's what we're going for right now.
a Welsh BAFTA.
Yes, I like it.
We got a Welsh BAFTA.
Anyway, back to Lego.
Yeah,
Right.
Lego.
So, what did you think about the movie?
I'll give it a strong 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I think I gave it 8 out of 10. No, normally after I write the film, after I see the film, I normally write down my grade, and I think I gave it 8 out of 10.
I used to do a little
That was
blog.
on my old phone, and then my old phone passed away.
That's
Or
a
went
shame.
missing, but still.
Yeah, I used to do a little bloggy, but bloggy. I used to do a little blog, and
Give a
And,
little review.
I stopped that. I got bored.
What was your favourite part of Lego Movie? But I don't want to give spoilers either, so try and say it without spoiling anything.
Okay. Let's go difficult. Can I just say stop watching now? No, don't stop watching.
Continue to watch.
Favorite parts. Probably the bit of Han Solo and C-3PO and Lando Calrissian. Probably that little cameo.
Well, unfortunately, with that bit, I didn't see the build up to that because I went to the.
It was
toilet
just
at that point.
it was just a fly moment. It just happened and went.
Yeah, because they were on the ship at that point, weren't they?
Yeah, the only thing I didn't like about it was the girl. To be honest.
Got the one played by Elizabeth Banks, is it? Yeah.
Really? God, you are on it. Jesus.
That's the voice, Elizabeth Banks. I'll just say the one thing I love about the film is the song. I don't think you can beat the song.
Isn't that the one thing you're supposed to hate?
I need to download it, to be honest.
Download link below.
But I thought the whole film was awesome. I thought it was great. I knew it was going to be great from the trailer, and then a lot of people going, "Why are you going to see Lego Movie?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Have you seen the trailers? Look how awesome it looks. Look how awesome Batman looks."
I thought it could have swung either way, if I'm honest.
Well, when you have Batman in there, you know it couldn't.
Well, Batman and Robin didn't hold much hope, did it?
Yeah,
And that had Batman in it.
but just think, that is Arnie saying ice puns throughout the whole film.
That's the best bit.
Exactly, awesome film. I still give it probably like 2 out of 10, but still an awesome film.
For all the wrong reasons.
Bat nipples and everything.
Bat nips.
Love it.
Would you like some bat nips with that, sir?
I finally got that film on Blu-ray. I should really watch it, but
Sorry? It exists on Blu-ray. I didn't know it existed on Blu-ray.
let me show you.
How much did that set you back?
It was the Batman
Oh,
anthology.
okay, that's slightly more respectable. But if it was just the individual one, I'd start to think.
And there is the awesomeness right there.
I can't. Oh, there it is.
I think it's spelt backwards, but still.
It's not. It's not. It's imperfect.
I ain't watched it yet. I've only watched the first two because they're the best ones. But still,
Because they're the good ones by Tim Burton.
although
And then
I do love Forever because when I was a kid, that used to be my
yeah,
favourite.
that's my favourite film. Yeah, we've got that in common. We've got that in common. That was my favourite. Between that and X-Men 2, the opening scene from X-Men 2.
Yeah, X-Men 2, I did enjoy it. But I think I prefer X-Men 1 to X-Men 2. But a lot
It's
of
just
people...
the opening scene. The opening scene does it for me. With Nightcrawler bouncing around the place.
What about X-Men 3?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
do like X-Men 3, of course.
yeah. That's when Bryan Singer stopped doing them, and then it just.
Some other dude came along.
I don't know. I don't know who directed it. I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking. They killed off all the main X-Men
I know.
in one foul blow. Cyclops was out within 20 minutes.
Oh, it was like all this build-up. At the end of X-Men 2, you had this big thing with, what's her name, dying and coming back as the Phoenix or whatever.
Dark Phoenix, yeah.
Dark Phoenix. And like, you had that shot at the end where it was going over the water and you saw something rising from it. I was so excited. I was like, oh, I can't wait for the third one. The third one comes out.
Yeah, it's really good. My favourite bit from that is when Kitty Pryde, Ellen Page, see, knowledge, no planning, but knowledge, and yeah, when she's being chased by Juggernaut, played by Vinnie Jones.
Billy Jones.
Whoever casted that is a moron. First off,
That was a very odd choice right there, I thought.
and then she sinks through a wall,
Hmm.
and then she pulls him through the floor, and he's stuck in the floor. But surely he'd be dead if he's stuck in the. I don't know how this works, but surely if you've been pulled, I don't know, would it cut you? I don't know. But anyway, then she goes, dickhead, and there's a massive gap between the dick and the head. Dickhead.
I don't know. I weren't a big fan of it, to be honest. It's like Mystique. She just turned human halfway through. I was like, what's going
Yeah,
on?
yeah. As I said, all the best characters died, or
Turned to human.
Rogue, Magneto, Professor Xavier, Mystique,
Although
Cyclops.
Magneto, did you see the end? He may still have his powers.
Yeah, I saw the end, but I take them with a pinch of salt because
What's
that was the bit after the credits. After the credits, there's a scene with Professor X in a hospital bed.
No, yeah, it's someone else, isn't it? But it's his. I don't know.
What is going on there? But literally, this new one that's coming out, Days of Future Past.
I
it's
heard,
just,
yeah, they're
it's
trying to-
erasing it all. It's just,
Yeah.
it's just deleting it.
They were sitting there going, "What the hell is that?"
Imagine being Bryan Singer and watching that. You've made two pretty good superhero films.
Yeah.
I'd rate them above Avengers. Then that'll piss people off. We'll lose viewers now, but
Our one viewer will lose. Sorry, one viewer.
I'm saying it. They're better than Avengers by a bloody long shot. And
I like.
yeah, and then going in to see that third piece of garbage.
One thing I will say is I'm not sure because the Avengers I've only ever seen once.
That's all you need to see. No need. No need.
I heard the more you watch it, the less exciting it gets.
Is that the same with most films though? The more you watch it.
Not with this film. This is my favourite film of all time, I bet.
Ever? What? The Rises, not Dark Knight.
This is better than Dark Knight in my book.
Jesus, he said it. The
Bane.
word,
Oh, that's it. We've lost all of our viewers. Guarantee you. Since
the
I
word
said
of
that.
Dan. Dan has spoken.
And also, I'm like the biggest Batman fan ever. I'm getting like half a sleeve for the Batman, tattoo-wise. But yeah, no, I thought that felt more like a Batman film than the Dark Knight, because the Dark Knight felt like a crime film with Batman in it.
Well, it's all that was his idea, wasn't it, to make it all very realistic.
Yeah. I did like it, but I thought Bane was better than Joker, and I'm one of the few people that think.
Oh, big words.
I know.
Another.
That's the thing. I'm not saying that
Should
the
we just call the
Joker.
show Big Verdicts with Dan Actual?
I'm just saying that I don't think the Joker. Yeah, Heath Ledger was great, fantastic. I think Tom Hardy beats beats him
Let
with
me show
acting
you a
wise.
trick.
But Tom Hardy with his but
That's,
business
I
was
think
great.
that's the only time in the cinema where the whole audience has gone
Oh, what the
they've laughed and then they've gone
what the magic trick?
when he smashes the pencil through the guy's eye.
Oh.
Everyone laughed for like a split. Everyone, and then it was like, ooh.
I remember seeing that in the cinema, and as soon as that scene came on, I was just like holding my eye. I was like, how? It's not, oh, not pretty at all. That isn't. How the heck? Wait, oh, because we were talking about Batman in Lego. That's how we got to this conversation.
Lego's gone by the wayside. We gave that the rating and we've moved on.
One thing I will say about Lego Movie.
Oh,
One
we'll
thing
skip back, okay?
I want to say is, without saying what the big thing at the end is, what did you think about it?
What's the big thing at the end?
You know the whole. I can't say it because I don't want to ruin it. For anyone.
I
You know the
was
whole.
trying to get you to say it.
Basically, the man upstairs bit.
Yeah, I know what you mean. What did I think about it? I thought it was a good twist.
I-
It wasn't a well.
Is
It
it a
was half
twist?
expected. It's not really a twist either. It was half expected.
I weren't really expecting it, but like I don't know. I don't know if I would quit a twist either because it weren't like something that go there you go, mofo.
In a way, a bit of the way, it ruined the film. In another way, it made the film a little bit more charming.
I loved the last little bit that they did, if you know what I mean.
With the.
With the,
This is like a conversation between us now. If our viewer doesn't know the film, they're completely screwed. They have no idea what.
I don't know what's going on here because it keeps going to 0 viewers to 1 viewer. So I don't know
Yeah,
whether they keep
that
going.
means we have 0 viewers, and probably people are flicking in and then thinking this is crap. Let's
That's why we're going
watch
up for.
Darling. It's
That's
so
why we're
cool.
going up for Razzie right here, okay? Because this is the worst talk show on YouTube. Hell yeah!
Imagine if there's like a celebrity on YouTube now and they're just scrolling through and they end up watching us.
And they're like, actually, I agree with them with what they said about Godzilla and the musical.
It's Bryan Cranston. Have you
sneaky.
guys got a phone number? Question mark.
If they don't do if they don't kill Godzilla at the end of that movie, then the second one needs to be a musical. I've said it. Godzilla.
They kill him. It's their cash cow.
When Godzilla comes bursting out the water, he needs to go, I'm in, and drinks it. So.
I think it shouldn't be original music. It should be like a bunch of covers.
It's raining men.
That's the most bizarre one it could be.
I think that's
That is quite. I'm trying to think of a
really
song.
Godzilla picks up like a bunch of men and go, it's raining men.
Very bizarre. That's a very bizarre.
Make it happen, Hollywood. Make it happen.
When I'm rich,
That's the first film I'm doing when I'm finally making.
we should kick this off on Kickstarter. We can make a bomb.
Godzilla the musical.
We'd have to call it something else. Zilla God, or just
The thing
just
that
Zilla. Just Zilla.
the thing that looks
Oh,
like
that's
Godzilla.
it. I've got it. We call it Zilla, and it's just it's the music from the album Thriller.
Yes.
This is Thriller. It's doing.
Actually, did you know the Godzilla in the 1998 one? That Godzilla is called Zilla.
Even the fan base doesn't like it.
Yeah,
We're not going to give you the Godzilla title. You're just Zilla. You're
Is
not
that-
even a Godzilla.
that Godzilla in Godzilla 1998 appears in the Japanese one, in the final ever one, versus the original Godzilla. And the original Godzilla kicks its ass in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, but it's not real.
But it is real. Real to me, God damn it!
I'm confused to what you're saying because it's not real.
He was just ignoring everything I said. I can't believe
I,
it.
I don't know what the original team. I don't know what the Japan. I don't know, Dan.
And that's what
I
it's
know
like.
very little about Godzilla.
That's what it's like here on the 10th room. He doesn't do his research when I tell him to. Even though I didn't tell him to, he just doesn't do it.
The research. You've got 2.5 minutes. I'm gonna ring you, and we're gonna go live.
Although, to be honest, you're the one that came up with me saying we could talk about Godzilla versus Walter White on Twitter.
No, I didn't. What? What is this?
Don't lie to me.
Don't put the blame on me. Hang on, I'm looking this up now. This is.
When we originally came up with this last week, you went the first one of the subjects could be Godzilla versus Walter White.
And it's just you've pinned the blame on me. I said the key word there is could.
See,
You could easily have said maybe. No.
Right, since they're the only two subjects on my pretender list right here,
Right. Yeah. We'll delve into another area.
I've got another area for us to talk about.
Bloody hell.
Because me and you recently have been playing horror games.
Oh.
Talk about Outlast. Tell us about this game, because I really want to play it. I've not ever played it. I've seen the
Are you
trailer.
telling me to tell you?
Yes, what? Or tell everyone. Tell all the people that are watching this. I'm sure there'll eventually be people watching.
Outlast is a horror game. Originally for the PC, downloadable through Steam, it
Yeah.
is now re-released for the PlayStation 4, which I have, and I got it for free on PlayStation Plus.
Okay.
That was just the build-up. I'm getting into it. What they start saying, can I get it on Xbox? You can't get it on Xbox 360. It's not on there.
Because Xbox 360 is shite.
They didn't say that. That is the opinion of you, and you.
Yeah, I like Xbox 360.
My dad are not always shared with myself.
I'm not a hater of Xbox 360. My brother has it.
You've just shown yourself up as a PS4 fanboy. A PS3
I'm sorry.
fanboy.
I'm sorry. No, only because of Metal Gear Solid, people.
Well, it's on Xbox now, so you're done.
The first one isn't.
You could get it on there through other means
Winning
if you wanted to.
by other means.
Right, so I'll continue with the explanation. Outlast. You are a reporter. I'm not reading this. I'm making it. I'm off the top of my head. You're a
Wikipedia.
reporter, and you go into a haunted house. Bad idea.
Ain't it a mental institution?
It's a mental institution, and it's obviously haunted from the moment you step up. And you're thinking all the way through, why am I playing this, and why is he doing this? You don't believe the character at all. No one in their right mind would do it.
Nah.
So you go in, you got a little camera, and you've got night vision on the camera, and you've got to like record evidence and stuff. I don't know why you've got to record, because I haven't got very far in it, to be fair. But you go in, and there's rooms that are just pitch black. You got to turn on the night vision. Night vision only lasts so long, and you've only got so many batteries. And
Do you have to keep collecting batteries?
yeah, there's batteries scattered around, and you've got to pick them up. And there's like these horrible little deformed men pale, horrible little things that are crawling around the place, ready to tear you apart.
How far you got into it? You said about 20 minutes you played it for, didn't you?
I played it for about 25 minutes the first time. I got past the wheelchair bloke. For anyone who knows what the game is, there's a man in a wheelchair, and you walk past him the first time, and you think he's going to jump out, and he doesn't jump out. And then you get in the room, and you've got to double back on yourself. You walk past, and you get just past him, and you think, oh, it's nothing. He's just a mentalist in a chair. And then he fucking goes for you like a mentalist, and you scream like a little girl, like me.
I do really want to play this game. Like, ever since you mentioned it to me and I saw the trailer thing, I've really wanted to play it. And since then, I've been like petrified.
Yeah. At the moment, I'm in the basement trying to turn on some power. I've turned on one button, and then literally every time I do it, I've done it twice and then turned straight off. Because I'm such a little wimp that I can't even deal with it.
I will say one thing is if you've never seen the trailer or anything, watch the trailer. The ending, I was like, oh my god, I need to play this game, but I'm gonna be under my cover the whole time.
It is a scary game. It's a very scary game. If you like the kind of Grave Encounter, Blair Witch Project kind of filmage, then you're gonna like this because it literally it brings the horror straight into you because you are the one holding the camera. That's the beauty of it. It's not a first-person shooter. You're not someone walking around and you see your hands. You're actually holding the camera. That's what makes it so real. And you're pressing the buttons to like turn it off, record, put the night vision on. It's yeah.
I'm giving another link out and saying that we're talking about horror games. But yeah, no.
Do it in silence. Don't do it like that. That's just unprofessional.
Oh, sorry, people. This is our first ever episode. This is just a little, we'll get better. We'll get better. Is this because, in case you think, why have I gone silent?
That's a promise.
But yeah, Outlast. Yeah, definitely watch the trailer, people, because it sold me.
The thing that can make it scarier. You know what Oculus Rift is? Do you know what that is?
Oh, that's the things you put on your eyes, isn't it? And it's like
yeah, and it's like what do you call it? Actual reality kind of ARG in it, and that is the only thing that can make it scarier. If you were doing it, sitting everything on your head, and have the controls, and I think that would be the end of me. I think that would be the end of a lot of people. There'd just be deaths up and down the country of like teenage boys, and just.
You know that guy. You know that what are they called? The thing that you put over your eyes. Something Rift. I know that's what.
Oculus Rift, yeah.
Does that play with any game, or is there like specific games it play for?
I don't know how it's going to work, to be honest, but they recently said that when they bring it out, it's going to be affordable, which is lovely.
There's already people got it already, ain't there?
Yeah. I've seen like people testing them, but they're testing them with really weird games, like no games I've ever seen before. Like really bad graphics and just like literally just showing what it can do. I don't think it's going to be on the market for. I'm not an expert on this. I don't know my details, but I think it's going to probably take a couple of years to get to the market and to get with the mainstream games. I reckon. I've
watched a couple of people play on it.
Yeah.
And it's very weird because it's like. Obviously, you got it here, and when you move your head, it moves the camera with it. But it doesn't do it all the way, does it? Because when I've watched somebody play it with Slender the Arrival.
Oh, really?
Basically, they got it in their heads, but he's looking behind him like that, but it doesn't go all the way. It sort of just goes here.
Maybe it depends on the game. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know, because it sounds very interesting. Obviously, I think that's the next step in gaming. Is to have it so it's like you're actually in the game now on your head. But I think yeah, playing with it like that is gonna petrify you because isn't it gonna trick your brain?
It's gonna terrify you. That's for sure. I'm not even. I don't think I struggle to play it just on the TV with my couch the other side of the room, so I'm as far away from being in it as I possibly can be, and I still get petrified. So I highly doubt. I'll be playing it with that on.
Yeah.
I'd love to play like a first-person shooter with it on. Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah. I think like Call of Duty would be.
Have you seen? I watched this YouTube video the other day. It's like of some company who's made like. It's not exactly Oculus Rift. I think it's something that could be used with Oculus Rift. But it was the funniest demonstration video I've ever seen. It was like it was a bit like the Wii, so you had like two controllers like that. Yeah. And then you also had this guy had like this big wire that ran down both of his arms and went onto his back and up his head. So it's like almost like a whole body suit. And he was controlling this game with that. And whatever he was doing like that, whatever movement it was exact on the screen. It wasn't like Kinect and it wasn't like the Wii. It was like exact movements.
Oh god.
The funny thing about it was he was playing like this really weird kind of like crappy zombie game, which I've never seen before. I think it was just made explicitly for this demonstration. And this guy, the guy who they'd chosen to do it, They could choose anyone. They probably could have had a cast, like a casting call. They could have put something out. Well, who they got was like the obvious kind of target market of fat nerd. just like this little guy, like hunched over like that, just like that. And geez, it just, what have you said? That just distracted me completely.
Sorry, I was just
You've added Google effects, and it's just distracted me.
Well, I haven't because there's nothing on my head, but I've just because my mate he's watching and he said that he's commented and I can't see the comments, so
That is a shame.
that's why I'm looking to see if I can see them, but
Is that on the Q&A?
I ain't got the Q&A thing over here. It's weird.
This speech is disabled. It's not under that.
Oh well,
We've gone off topic here.
back to the optical stuff, yeah. Oh, actually, I've got another subject which I've just came up with. I'll probably put in the name after.
Yeah, he's
The
got
next Arkham Asylum game.
Arkham Knight.
What do you think?
The last in the Arkham.
Yes. It
production.
seems like it's a prequel again, which I'm not a big fan of.
No, I think it's a sequel. I think it's the last in the trilogy.
Have you seen Harley Gwen? She looks younger than before.
I'm not sure younger. I think she just looks different because if you listen to the voiceovers, it's
Yeah.
obviously Scarecrow, the first one. And have you in Arkham City? Did you find the
Yeah, I've done all the side
Easter egg?
missions.
The
What?
submarine with the
Oh yeah, with all of his, it's like the Scarecrow's
yeah, and
hideout,
he's
yeah.
saying he's going to attack Gotham in the submarine. Yeah, that's obviously going to the main plot. It must be.
So you think Scarecrow's going to be the main villain?
I hope so. I like
Yes! Praise the Lord. I love
I always hope that Cillian Murphy would have had a bigger role in the last two Batman films because he is a cracking actor.
Yeah. But
He was a brilliant Scarecrow in the first one as well. There just wasn't enough of him.
there was a rumour, I remember before The Dark Knight came out, there was a rumour where they were going to do like Scarecrow. He does the fear gas again, I think, to Batman.
Yeah.
And then Batman sees the Joker with the fear gas on. I think that would have been great.
What in Dark Knight Rises?
No, The Dark Knight.
But
It was before it came out, The Dark Knight.
Oh, this is before the
Before
Joker.
it came out, it was for ages before it came out. People were saying
Right.
like, a big rumor came out that
Oh,
the
I don't remember.
Scarecrow was going to come back, and then he was going to do the fear gas thing to the Batman, and he was
Yeah, I
going to see
mean,
the Joker.
I like the fact that he was in all the films,
Hmm.
but I just felt he was so underused in the last two.
Yeah, I know.
I hated the look. I still don't really understand in The Dark Knight why he was dressing up as Batman. I don't really get that.
Well, he weren't dressed up as Batman. He was dressed up as Scarecrow.
Yeah, but he had like henchmen dressed up as Batman.
No, he didn't have. No, then Batman. They were like they trying to be Batman. if you
Yeah,
remember.
exactly.
It weren't his henchmen. They were there to stop the drug bust.
Yeah, it was
Or
just
a drug.
weird. That is
Yeah.
one of the weird bits of the film for me.
Yeah.
I think, in a way, I think it was more just to shoehorn him in because he wasn't in it again.
What cracks me up as well is Batman falls all that far, smashes right on top of that van, but yet Scarecrow comes out all fine and dandy.
Yeah, standard.
But yeah, the new game. Expectation.
Yeah, sorry, I've got a lot to say about this actually.
Talk. We got about another 10 minutes, so let's talk about this for the rest of it. And
Ruddy hell, 10 minutes. Yeah, so it's Rocksteady's last Arkham game, not Batman game, which is interesting.
do you think the ones who've done Origins, do you think they're going to do more?
Hope not.
I played it. Like
I avoided
I
it
heard,
like the plague.
I heard from some people it's good. Some people say it's bad. I'm not
It
sure.
looks awful.
Have you not played
watched
it?
the gameplay?
Oh, have you not played it yet?
I don't want to.
Oh, so you
I
kind
don't
of
want to tarnish it. I don't want to tarnish it.
I've not seen the game. I've only seen like, the
The
trailers.
thing is, I'm the kind of person who would rather wait 5 or 6 years and have a good game in a series rather than have one out every year and it be substandard every year.
Have you heard?
What?
You get to drive the Batmobile
Yeah.
in this one.
The-
And
the-
is it true
Go
it's
on.
only for like PS4 and Xbox One? It's not coming out on the
That's
now
what I heard.
generation.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
That means I've got to hurry up and buy PS4 then.
Oh, actually, it might be on PS3 and Xbox, but it's not on Wii U. I know that. It's definitely not on Wii U.
I heard it's not. I heard it's just going to be on next generation. Well, it's not even
Yeah,
next
yeah.
generation anymore, is it? It's now
Current
generation.
generation. Yeah.
We are. Well, I got a PS3, so I'm on the previous generation.
You're in the past. You're living an ancient life. You're living a life of a.
No, but I'm very interested in this game. Ever since Arkham City finished, I've
How
been
long
like a
ago was that?
scarecrow.
4 years?
I,
3 years?
I don't know. About 3 years maybe.
Must be 3 years. It was a bit of a weird one when they brought out Origins, I thought. Because almost from the trailers, I thought the trailers looked okay, but you could immediately tell that the story wasn't good. You could immediately tell.
I
the
like
story
this.
was
I like the
bad.
story because it's like obviously somebody puts a hitman on Batman, but I've not played it. I want to play it. I don't want to judge the game before I play it.
I've just watched like gameplay and stuff like that, and there's so much stuff in it which you'd never find in Arkham City or Asylum. Like one of the things that really bugs me in games is where, you know, like on an adventure game like Batman, there's like areas that you can't access.
Mm.
But when these areas are just barred off by like a fence about Batman's waist height,
Yeah.
right? And he could easily jump over it because he's jumped over loads of other stuff. Put something else there. Like, I don't know.
Big gate or
Either
something.
complete it or don't complete. It doesn't feel right. Like
No.
if it's on the stairs or something, put rubble on the stairs so it's like it's a building that's broken down.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just one of my little bugbears with it.
I'm still gonna play it eventually. Hopefully.
I'll
soon.
probably play it, but I'll wait for it to go to £5 or £10, and then I'll play it.
Yeah, no, I was gonna buy it for the full price, like
Yeah.
couple months when it first came out, but I don't know what else. I spent my money on something else, so I didn't end up going on it.
I obviously they just wanted to make money out of it. That's the only thing I can imagine. They wanted to make more money.
Yeah, but oh well.
But
The
yeah, I
new one
reckon
looks great.
there's a lot of rumours going around that because Rocksteady have said that this is their last Arkham game, but they haven't explicitly said it's their last Batman game. So people are now saying that the next one is going to be, they're going to make another one, but it won't be for like 3 or 4 years again.
I
And
heard.
it'll be Batman Gotham, and it'll be like an open world,
All right.
and that's why they've brought in the driving mechanics to kind of like test it out before. But how awesome would that be? It literally would be GTA.
So won't the story continue over then?
I should imagine it will continue over, but it will just be under a different kind of
No.
franchise name. Yeah, the name will change. Like this is almost these 3 games are like his origin almost. Well, they're not because they've got origins, so it's kind of ruined that.
I'm looking forward to it. But I heard though, like before this one came out, Rocksteady wanted to do one where it's set. I can't remember whether they said in medieval times or early 80s or so, like early 19th century, something like that. But Batman's set in them times, and you're going after. I think it was Jack the Ripper or something.
I think there's a comic book based on that.
Yeah, and I think they wanted to go with that. But
Yeah.
I think that would be an interesting game. But
With Rocksteady behind it, I would trust it. Not that I don't actually know what else Rocksteady have ever done apart from Batman. I'm talking like I know, but I don't. I'm just winging it completely.
You're
If I say Rocksteady enough, it makes me sound like I know what I'm talking about.
sounds like you're
Rocksteady.
professional.
I can just reel off game developers: Rocksteady, Naughty Dog, Rockstar. I know what I'm talking about.
So probably one of the final questions. What other villains do you want to see come back or come into this next game? Like at the moment we've got Harley Quinn,
Arkham Knight.
Scarecrow, yeah.
I
It's
think Harley
Two-Face.
Quinn-
Two-Face.
I reckon this is going to be set sometime after
Hmm.
City. A good 10 years.
Is there
maybe.
any villains you want to see in it? like that hasn't like been hinted at or
Man-Bat.
Man-Bat.
I always say this when a film comes about. It's always Man-Bat. I want to see Man-Bat.
Did
I
they,
want to see Man-Bat.
did they hint to Killer Croc?
Killer Croc's always in it.
That's what I mean. I guarantee he's going to be back in this one.
The weirdest one was where he was in asylum, but he was just being walked out at the beginning.
Oh yeah.
Really? It was really weird, really strange. Like, I'm pretty sure he could have taken those guards, but he just didn't.
What about Bane?
And it must have cost so much money for them to make like a special swamp prison.
Yeah, no.
Bane, yeah.
I think he's gonna
Bane's
come
a bit
back.
lackluster in the games.
I heard in Origin. This is another thing I heard. Bane actually looks more like he does in Dark Knight Rises.
It's another cash-in, isn't it? It's another dirty cash-in.
But the thing is, if it's set in the same world as the other Arkham games, he doesn't look like that. Unless that's what he used to look like back in the day when Batman first started, like in Origins. Oh, I don't know.
I'm trying to think of other Clayface would be a good one, but I don't know how they do that in a game.
No, but Clayface was in City
Was he?
at the end. I can't say what the twist is in case no one's played it, but it's the twist in that game.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah,
Right,
but like a proper.
Well, but did he die in that game? I can't remember. Because he could come back, obviously, if he didn't die. Oh yeah, you got that guy who looks like Bruce Wayne now. Is it Hush?
Oh, Hush. He's heavily rumoured to be in it.
Apparently, the big rumour was he was going to be the main one, but I don't think.
Yeah, because before the announcement, was it yesterday?
Hmm.
They had another announcement last week. Well, rumours were growing saying that Rocksteady were going to announce it, and they did announce it. But the rumours were it was going to be literally a Batman versus Hush game. It was literally going to be that story.
All right, yeah.
But obviously it's not, which I'm glad about.
What about
I did like that story, but I'd like to see it inside of another story again.
Yeah, it's like a little What about that guy, the one you like follow him around and he keeps appearing, and then he says something like,
yeah.
gonna be on fire.
Who is he? I've forgotten who he is, but I know the one you mean. I spent ages doing it.
Because he's like all hooded up and got a mask and everything on. I can't remember who's.
Riddler could be good, but I think what they're doing with him was good in the last game, where he wasn't really a villain, but more just like a puzzle master.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be doing that again.
Did you play the bit of Mad Hatter?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
I've done all the side missions.
Yeah.
I didn't get all the Riddler stuff because at the end of City you see the Riddler, don't you? If you do them all or something.
Yeah.
I didn't do that, so that's the only bit I've not done in that game.
Red Hood would be good. Penguin's always in it, so I'm sure. Oh, he's in the trailer as well, isn't he? So he's definitely back.
Two-Face is back, yeah. Catwoman?
Catwoman, she's not a bad guy in the Arkham series, though.
But is she back? I can't remember.
I should imagine she'll be DLC.
What about Poison Ivy? She didn't die, did she? No.
Killjoy.
Obviously, Ra's al Ghul might be back.
Again.
Because if you notice, he does that thing where he dies, but then you go back to find his body like a little bit later and it's gone.
Yeah.
So he could still be alive. I don't think, obviously, Hugo Strange is not coming back.
It'd become overkill if you had all these people. I'd really like to see Man-Bat. If Man-Bat made an appearance.
That's that's one of the only few that has not appeared at the moment.
no films, no game has had Man-Bat in it.
He did appear in this animated series, yeah.
You can't really count that though, because that's what I remember him from. He was always my favourite Man-Bat. He was in like one episode of that as well.
I think it was the very first episode as well.
I had a little action figure of him.
Nice. He's obviously not.
I'm impressed by that.
He's not a big villain, obviously. Unfortunately.
He is quite big. He's got his own spin-off series in the comics.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Nice. Why?
I don't know what it's about. I don't know how you can make a spin-off about a human bat. It's more like a comedy than anything. It's like a human bat just going about.
All right, is that all right, Dave?
Yeah.
I would say one final thing I want to say before we go, because it's 10 o'clock now.
Bloody hell.
I want to say, what do you think about this Gotham series coming out?
If it does come out.
No, it's coming out. They cast the Bruce Wayne and Thingy down.
Oh, the TV series. I thought you meant.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
I said the
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. The TV
Gotham
series.
City
Yeah.
game. Uh,
Have you heard what they're doing with some of the villains?
they're giving them like prequel stories and stuff like that, aren't they?
It's like Poison Ivy. It's not her name. Her name ain't what she is in the comics. Her name is actually Ivy,
No.
and she has plants in her bedroom or something.
Oh no.
And the Penguin, what they do with him? His name's his proper name in the series and that. Like
Was
that.
it's Arthur something, isn't it?
No, it's that weird one. Whatever. I can't remember. I should know since I'm a big Batman fan.
Cobblepot.
That's it. That's his. But how they're going to reference him to the Penguin is they keep saying he looks like a penguin.
I was feeling relatively confident about it, seeing as there's been like a pedigree of kind of like superhero TV shows coming out at the moment. But after hearing this, it sounds like literally. It looks like DC are just and Warner Brothers are just trying to ride off of the success of Dark Knight. Like they put Christopher Nolan in with Man of Steel, and Man of Steel was okay at best.
I really liked it, but that's my personal opinion.
It had a great cast. They had the right people, and then they put Zack Snyder in control.
I think he's a good director. They just need a good writer.
He's done good films. Literally, he's one of these directors who's done a great film to start with, and it's just gone downhill.
My personal
Still with a slight redemption.
My personal opinion, the greatest film he's ever done for me is Watchmen. I love Watchmen.
Yeah, Watchmen is quite good. Yeah, I didn't like it the first time I saw it, but I watched it again, and I appreciated it a little bit more.
Because it's a really long film, I think people just like, oh, it's boring, it's dragging. But I really enjoyed it.
It's a faithful adaptation.
Yeah.
I like his best film for me is the remake of the zombie one.
Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, that's great. I thought the ending of that film. I think is it after credits or during the credits where they do that little scene.
It's the most sinister kind of anti-climax.
Yeah, I was sat there. I was like, nah, no more, please.
It's just the way they all come out of the fight. You just think, wow. It was the way during the credits they'd run out of food as well. Just everything had just.
You just sat there going, feel sorry for him.
I would have just stayed in the mall.
But I think we could both. I think we both got it wrong. I think the best film he's ever done is Sucker Punch. Yes. I like the visuals.
Tom Hardy's in that.
Yeah, I know. I like the visuals, but I thought
visuals are great. Yeah.
The story was just what?
Yeah.
That's a good thing about Zack Snyder.
Go on, put it together. We're in the closing moment. Put it together.
There we are. Yeah, that's the one good thing about him. I did like Man of Steel. I thought that was great. I've never been a big Superman fan because I think I don't like that he's too invincible. The only thing that can stop him is kryptonite. I don't like that. That's the one thing I don't like.
That's why I don't like him. That's why I don't like the Justice League. Really, I don't like the reason that he's in the Justice League because they don't need they don't need him. They don't need anyone else. All they need is him.
I'll say we'll talk about next episode. This can make people get excited for the next episode.
Oh, a cliffhanger!
I say we talk about next episode.
It's like EastEnders.
Batman versus Superman and stuff about that.
Yeah, I was going to delve into that now, but it's come.
I've got to go. Yeah, so. But I would say we talk about that in the next episode.
Yeah, hopefully there'll be an announcement about Man-Bat soon.
Being in it, yeah.
Maybe there'll be an origin story of Man-Bat in this Gotham TV show.
Although to be honest, everyone is in this Man of Steel 2 / Batman vs Superman. So I wouldn't be surprised if Man-Bat.
Maybe Man-Bat makes an appearance. I am Man-Bat.
In the background. Hello.
Hear me roar.
I think they still should call him Dave, like I said earlier. But still.
Who's Dave? Oh, he's the one who looks like a bat. He's Man-Bat. Yeah.
Yeah, Dave, shut up. Right, so that's it from this first episode.
He's just leaning against the counter sipping some coffee. Oh, he's blind as a bat. Don't worry. Just.
just sort of drink his coffee for him. He won't notice. Right. So that's it for this episode. The first episode of the 10th Room. I enjoyed it. Did you?
Bloody hell. I'm obliged to say yes, no matter what. I can't just come out and say no, not really.
No, it was a load of crap. Although, to be honest, like we said, we don't plan anything or anything. This is literally just...
Next week, we'll plan something.
We'll have some actual, not some like piece of paper with some drawings from a film I'm making. We'll actually have a proper piece of paper.
That is shameless. Shameless. Do you want to give a link in the description or something?
I didn't show her what the film was. But...
it's just a film I'm making that's out in...
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I think this went well. I think this went really well. I enjoyed myself. I'm sure you did. And I'm gonna plug us a little bit here. All right. Follow me on Twitter, which is Mr. Daniel Attrell.
Bloody hell.
I'll actually will leave a link in the description. Follow Abner if he wants you to follow him.
Yeah, you have to go through an application process with me, so you have to wait for me to respond if I like the look of you. If I don't,
it's on private. But what is your Twitter handle?
It's Abner H. That's ABNER H.
I'll leave it in the description as well. So that's it. I enjoyed this. I thought it was very good. I'm looking forward for the next episode. I don't have a clue when the next episode will be.
It could be tomorrow. It could be next month.
I think eventually we will need to get to a proper one night a week
schedule.
Eventually, but I think we're just gonna do this just to improve and stuff and get better at what we're doing right now.
Eventually, we'll invest in a studio. We'll launch our own TV channel. We'll have a primetime talk show on BBC Two.
That isn't far-fetched, but still.
We can make ITV2 at least. We can.
Well, if the only way is Essex can get on there, we can get on there.
Don't get Dan started on that anyways, Essex.
Go on,
Dan. Go on, Dan. Wrap it up. We're almost there.
Right, then. I don't know what we're wrapping it. How to wrap this up? Because, like I said, we're unscheduled. We've not got nothing planned. This is great. I love it. Okay, everyone. Thank you all for watching. Whoever was watching. Our one viewer, thank you for watching. And whoever watches after, thank you. Please subscribe. Please do whatever you need to do. Comment on the things we said, and that's it. Thank you very much. Speak to you later. Speak to you later.
It sounds like we're desperate. Please subscribe to us.
We are. Well, that's what you got to do. You got to make it so we get people watching us. Okay. Anyway, see you later.
Just be very against the idea. Subscribe if you want.
Subscribe. We don't care. We'll do this. All right. Well, say goodbye to Abner.
Farewell.
See you later, peeps. Have a good one.